Dokie, here we are in action. Okay, everybody. Dr. Steve here again with Kinesi, and what we are on to is part two of the Achilles tendinitis. Everything is connected. So, in part one, we did a little melting and we did a hamstring stretch where the hands were on the ground and we were lifting the hips and going in the three directions for the posterior chain of the body, and we created a little bit of melting. Now we're going to do a little bit of molding, and this is where what we're going to do is the inchworm. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to kind of go away from the camera and then I'll turn around and come back. But the inchworm is where we're making it a little bit more dynamic and we're making this a little bit tougher. You're going to get down into a push up basic kind of position. Walk your hands out so that they're pretty far out in front of you. And then you're not going to bend your knees, but you're going to walk your toes up towards you. And as you do, we want to drop the heels as low as you can go. And so then we're trying to walk the feet as close as you can to your hands. And then we inch our hands out a little further, and then you walk the toes up and drop the heels, walk the toes up, drop the heels, and you get the feet as close as you can to your hands, and then go one more. So walking the toes up, keeping the knees straight, trying to really drop the heels. And if I do that facing you, or actually if I give you a little bit of the side view here, so it's walking the hands out, and then from there, keeping the knee straight, dropping the heels, pulling the toes up towards you, dropping the heel as much as you can, and getting those feet as close as you can to your hands. And then you walk your hands out a little further, and that's going to be your inchworm. You do, say, 3, maybe 4 to 5 rounds of that, and really get a great dynamic stretch, because Achilles are attached to the whole posterior chain of the body. You're getting a whole stretch for the posterior chain of the body. We're making it a little more dynamic. We're making it a little bit more of a molding move. So tune in next time for part 3, which is where we're going to get into a little bit more dynamic movement. And we're taking this series, your Achilles tendonitis. Everything is connected, particularly to your spine. And we're going through our melt, our mold, and our move sequence. This was part 2. Tune in next time for part 3. Bye-bye, everybody.